Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Game Night in the Region on the Region Sports Network, streaming live on YouTube, Facebook, regionsports.com, and the HSAA Champions Network. We come to you tonight from the John A. Barato Center as the Region Sports Network features Indiana High School boys basketball as the Griffith Panthers visit the East Chicago Central Cardinals. I'm Andrew Mild. I'll have the play-by-play for tonight's broadcast, and happy that you are joining us on this Friday night. As you currently can see, the two records of these two teams, Griffith and East Chicago, had themselves spectacular seasons. It's their last regular season game of the year. And coincidentally, on March 4th, these two teams will have a rematch in the opening round of sectionals. So we'll see how these two coaches want to play it going into this game. But for East Chicago, this is a big game for them in terms of emotions, as tonight is senior night for 10 different Cardinals, and one of them being Dominique Murphy. And if you haven't been checking up on high school boys basketball, Dominique Murphy surpassed Etwan Moore for most points in Cardinal history, which is a big feat considering just how historically rich this program is. He had a layup against Cathedral, and that put him well above Etwan Moore. He's now sitting at 1,878 points in his career, and they even stopped the game for him. Cathedral was very aware of what was happening when Dominique Murphy surpassed it, and Murphy said all he wanted to do was continue to play the game and finish it. But he did have to say this on a story on the NWI Times, is I just wanted to thank my teammates through all 4 years. Without my teammates, it wouldn't have been possible for me to break this record. We're about to start the festivities for senior night, so let us step aside and you'll hear the lovely public address announcer here at the John A. Barato Center. You're watching the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
When life keeps you busy and you can't get to the store, shop online with Strack & Van Til To Go. Our to-go service is easy to use. Register using your rewards account information, fill your virtual cart, and choose delivery or pickup. Once your order is in, our own Strack & Van Til team preps your order with care. With our to-go service, you can earn reward points and save time and money with our online coupons and weekly ad prices. Life made simple, shopping made easy. For more information or to sign up, visit shop.strackandvantil.com.
Four Seasons Mechanical proudly serves Northwest Indiana, providing quality, reasonably priced, reliable service. With a quality and comfort guarantee, the professionals at Four Seasons Mechanical offer a wide range of services in heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. Whether it's residential or commercial, Four Seasons Mechanical is there 24/7. To find out more, the website is fourseasonsmechanical.com or give them a call at 219-756-7020. Four Seasons Mechanical, your indoor air quality specialist.
Our hero, Lantern Man, faces off against a nefarious insurance swindler.
I'll trick them into a contract and just keep raising the rates.
Luckily, they can make a call to Crow Company's Lantern Man. He's always ready to protect families from the insurance swindler.
I can easily defeat your overpriced policies.
Fair prices always prevail when you call me, the Crown Company's Lantern Man.
Crown Company's insurance professionals. Highland, Merrillville, and Michigan City.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
Flip the switch, a light turns on. Press the button, machines and instruments come to life. Touch the screen, communicate with the world. Simple tasks, guaranteed results, every second of every day. That's the power of power. And that's the power brought to you by the NECA contractors and electrical workers of Local 531.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, welcome to senior night here at the John A. Broader Center. Sorry for the delay, we're going to get started right now. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the class of 2025 boys basketball team. First, I'd like to announce our manager, Braylon Baptiste. Braylon is being escorted by his mom, his dad, and his grandma. He's been a manager for 1 year. His future plan is to become a basketball coach. We would like to thank Coach Law for allowing him to be part of the team. I'd also like to thank Mr. Rick, Ms. Destiny, Ms. Simpson, Mr. Enzo, and Mr. DeRosa for all their support. I'd like to thank teammate Dominic Murphy for always being positive and encouraging. Lastly, I'd like to thank his mom for always loving and supporting him. You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. Ladies and gentlemen, Braylon Baptiste. Our next senior, number 2, Yamar Wallace. Yamar is being escorted by his dad and his mom. He's been a basketball player for 4 years. Team captain, plans on going to college to play basketball. He would like to thank his friends, counselors, teachers, and other staff for the support and words of encouragement. I'd like to thank his teammates and his coaches, Love Shaw, forever Cardinal Pride. Number 2, Yamar Wallace. Our next senior is number 3, Keontae Bell. Keontae is being escorted by his dad, his mom, and his girlfriend. Played basketball for 3 years as point guard. He's one of the captains. Future plans are to play basketball in college at ICC. Thank you to his parents and family for being there for his whole journey. Thank you to all that put him through everything to get where he is today. Thanks for making me the person I am today. Number 3, Keontae Bell. Our next senior is number 11, Isaiah Jones. Isaiah is being escorted by his mom and his dad. Basketball team for 4 years. Plans are going to college undecided which college will major in kinesiology and exercise science. Thank you to his parents and family for supporting him in everything he does. Thank you to all the coaches for being there for through everything. Thank you for pushing to be better every day. Love y'all. Number 11, Isaiah Jones. Our next senior is number 15, Greg Williams. He gets put by his aunt, his mom, and his sister. His plans are to major in sports marketing. Thankful for every moment he spent with these guys. Very grateful. He's learned a lot these last couple of years. He wants to thank Coach and encourage all returning players to have a great season next year and don't look back. Number 15, Greg Williams. Our next senior is number 21, Daniel Robinson. Being supported by his mother and father, he's played basketball for 4 years. Committed to Manchester University to play football. First off, he would like to thank his mom and dad, and especially his boys, Coach Joe, Coach Lou, Coach Mom, for believing in him when no one else did. Words of encouragement to the team, never give up. Number 21, Daniel Robinson. Our next seniors are Caden Smith and DeAndre Timms. Caden is the point guard, number 12, plays to pursue a career in physical therapy. We would like to thank the Chicago basketball program the sport has healed to build friendships and relationships with people you can call for life. Don't limit yourself to chase your goals, regardless of opinion. Number 12, Caden Smith. And number 24, DeAndre Timms. He is coached by his grandma, his sister, and his mom. Played basketball for 4 years. Plans on going to trade school. I'd like to thank the coaches who believed in him when other people didn't. Thank you to his family and friends for supporting him. No matter what happens, keep going and never give up. Number 24, DeAndre Timms. Our next senior is number 30, Reggie Brown. Reggie's been escorted by his dad and his stepmom. He played basketball for 3 years. Future plans are to become a fireman. We'd like to thank all the coaches for their support. Huge thank you to Coach Law because he gave Reggie a chance to join the team. He also wants to thank his family and his best friend. Words to the team, let's go win sectionals, boys and state. Number 30, Reggie Brown. Our next senior is number 35, Andre Lopez. Andre is being escorted by his mom, his dad, and his brother. Played basketball for 4 years. Plans to study psychology at IUN and minor in nutrition. I'd like to thank his mother for being my #1 fan throughout these last 4 years and showing me what true loyalty is. I'd like to thank his father for being hard on him when he needed the guidance most. If you ask me who his role model is, it would be his father. Andres never was a starter, never was a captain, but he was always kind and an average player. But over these 4 years, this program, this team has showed him that he can be great outside of basketball. And because of that, he lost 115 pounds. Number 35, Andres Lopez. Our final senior is number 23, Dominique Murphy. He was scored by his mom and his dad. He's played basketball for 4 years. He's one of the captains. Future plans are to play basketball in college and make money. First, he would like to thank God for blessing him with special talent and ability. He'd also like to thank his family for supporting him and helping him become a better person. Thank you to all the teammates over the years. Without y'all, there's no me. Lastly, I'd like to thank his coaches for believing. Number 23, Dominique Murphy. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have a couple of presentations. All right, we're going to bring out our superintendent of schools, Dr. Steve Day.
Good evening. Thank you to all of our families, our fans, our students and staff who came out in honor of senior night. Let's give all of our seniors another round of applause. On behalf of the school city of East Chicago and the school board of trustees and all of the staff of the school city, We want to recognize one of our very special seniors who have set a remarkable and impressive record, none other than Dominique Murphy Jr. And in honor of this record-setting achievement, we would like to present him with a Letterman's jacket.
At this time, we're also going to present Dominique with, because he broke the record, highest score in Chicago history for the boys. Coach Allies going to present with their closed basketball that says ECC. Break it up! And now representing the City Council of East Chicago, Coach Kenneth Monroe.
How we doing, everybody? Good afternoon. We have Ms. Vanessa Orange, Councilwoman at Large, Stacey Winfield, the Councilwoman of the 4th, and Robert Garcia, Councilman of the 5th. We have some special meetings from the entire council, and we have the pages. I need to have something read off first. And then we do Robert to me.
All right, let's give it up to these seniors. Let's give it up. The city of East Chicago is proud to recognize the many accomplishments of hometown hero Dominique Jr. Murphy. Whereas Dominique is a 4-year letterman in boys basketball at East Chicago Central High, and while as a Cardinal for the 4-year team captain and all-state underclassman, and the second team all-area as a sophomore, and achieved 1,000 career points, led the Cardinals to his first sectional championship since 2017, was named first team all-area, large school, all-state, Supreme 15, and Indiana All-Star as a junior. And whereas on February 15, 2025, Dominique broke the boys basketball all-time scoring record that stood since 2007 at 1,829 points. And whereas his many accomplishments, whereas his many coaches, teachers, teammates, and fellow students, and the community of East Chicago Central High School proudly joined the City Council in congratulating Dominique on his many athletic and academic accomplishments during his high school career. Now, therefore, I, Kenneth Coach Monroe, on behalf of the City Council for the City of East Chicago, do hereby proclaim Friday, February 28, 25, as Dominique Murphy Jr. Day. Let's hear it.
Good evening. So for this special moment, because I've been watching Dominique for a long time, I like everybody in this gymnasium to stand up, because we're going to give him a hand clap and applause like no other. Everybody should be on their feet. Let's all remember all the boys and all the seniors. They should. Give them all a hand. Dominique, on behalf of the City Council, my name is Gonzalez, 1st District, Lady Francisci, 2nd District, Terrence Hill, 3rd District, Stacy Winfield, 4th District, Robert Garcia, Council, you're the Orange 6th District, Vanessa Orange, at large, Dwayne Ransford Jr., at large, and Kenneth Coach Monroe. Congratulations, Dominique. Number 23, East Chicago Central Boys, all-time scoring leader, 2025. This is a year for you to remember. And we'd just like to present you with this flag.
You're watching the Region Sports Network, the only game in town. Andrew Mild here. And if you're just tuning in, you just missed it being proclaimed Dominique Murphy Day in honor of him breaking East Chicago's all-time scoring record. And he's there with his teammates and the 9 fellow seniors and the team manager. Murphy, of course, getting a lot of awards, and they're recognizing the incredible accomplishment that he accomplished back on the 15th against Cathedral. The only problem is it looks like it's going to be a late night for us here on the Region Sports Network and for all the viewers looking to tune in between this game between the Cardinals and the Griffith Panthers, as Griffith has been standing in the corner watching the festivities, and finally we're going to see the players warm up. So the clock has just started. We have 19 minutes of warm-up time before we have a game to be started between Griffith and East Chicago. So we're going to take one more break. We'll see you at the back end of this. We'll talk more about the game and get you set up for a fun matchup and to conclude this regular season. This is the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
With 40 years of experience serving Indiana, Illinois, and Tennessee, Ennigenberg Exteriors has only had one goal in mind: to achieve excellent customer service. From commercial and residential roofing to siding, window, and door replacement, Ennigenberg Exteriors delivers 110% customer satisfaction from the first hello to the final walkthrough. Visit Ennigenberg.com for more information, or give them a call at 219-365-2837. Ennigenberg Exteriors, restoring hope one project at a time.
The Friday night forecast is brought to you by our friends at Economy Electric Heating and Cooling. Tonight's forecast is 47 degrees. It feels like it's 33 with the 50-mile-per-hour winds coming off of the lake. It's been a bit of a warm week, and we'll take that as it looks like spring is coming right around the corner. That's the game night forecast brought to you by Economy Electric Heating and Cooling. Keep you cool in the summer and cozy in the winter. As you see, the Griffith Panthers have started to warm up. Still haven't seen the Cardinals come back out of their locker room. But as we await the warm-ups and the pregame festivities, we're going to send it over to a commissioner's corner where we'll hear from the IHSAA commissioner, Paul Neidick. We'll be right back after the commissioner's corner as you're watching the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
It's time for the Commissioner's Corner, an exclusive weekly conversation about Indiana high school sports with the commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. Now for an up-to-the-minute report about what's happening in the constantly changing world of high school sports, Here's Coach Bob Lovell with Commissioner Paul Neidig.
Welcome back, everyone, to our weekly conversation with the Commissioner of the IHSAA. And this week, the Commissioner's taking the day off. We're talking to Assistant Commissioner Jane Schott, who happens to be administratively in charge of girls basketball. And Jane, what a great weekend. What an exciting weekend for fans around the state and for the young ladies and coaches involved in the 50th annual IHSAA Girls State Finals in basketball. What an historic day coming up on Saturday.
Absolutely. It's a great time of the year, Coach, and we're so excited about what Indianapolis is going to be a buzz, because the boys swimming and diving state championship culminates on Saturday at the natatorium, and that's just a fabulous event that we're really excited to host, as well as the girls basketball state championship. And as you mentioned, it is the 50th, so we are planning a terrific celebration surrounding that historic event.
Jane, one of the great joys of my life, I was coaching at Franklin College. I was a young 26-year-old head coach, no business doing what I did, but I was there at a time a young lady named Judy Warren came to Franklin College after her historic career at Warsaw High School, and got a chance to be around her for 4 years. And I have never met someone who is so mesmerizing, captivating, nice, generous, kind. Go through the whole list. And what a great ambassador she has been for the 50-year celebration. And you want to look to someone who's an absolute trailblazer, start there.
Absolutely, and we're inviting her and her teammates back, as well as the other 3 participants from that inaugural state championship in 1976. We're going to have from East Chicago Roosevelt, LaTanya Pollard's coming back. We're really excited about her as well. And then Arsenal Tech and Bloomfield are the 2 other teams, and we have lots of participants who from those teams who are going to be honored at the halftime of the 4A state championship. But you're right about Judy Warren, Coach. She was the perfect person to be our ambassador in that first state championship. Warsaw wins it. She is the one who's hitting free throws at the end of the game to win that. She becomes Miss Basketball. She goes on and has a good college career, and then she eventually comes back 25 years later and coaching for Carmel, gets to be in a state championship at the 25-year mark. So she's just somebody who's been a terrific ambassador for girls basketball, and to be in that first state championship that the IHSAA sanctioned for girls basketball was tremendous.
Tell me about the matchups that you see on Saturday. Obviously, they're going to be tremendous.
Yeah, Lafayette Central Catholic and Borden will tip us off in the 1A game. 2 very well coached and evenly matched teams, so that's going to be an exciting one to get us going. And the 2A, South Knox has an undefeated season. They've been undefeated in their class, and they've only lost a couple to 4A teams. And so Rensselaer is going to challenge them, and I think that's going to be another good game. We're going to honor our state championship coaches from the last 50 years in the halftime of the 2A game. And then when we get to the 3A game, Norwell is a returning. They lost in the state championship last year, so they're hungry to get blue around their neck instead of red, and they're going to be challenged by Greensburg, who is undefeated this year. So a terrific matchup there. At halftime of the 3A, we're going to honor our Miss Basketballs from the last 49 years. And then finally with the 4A matchup, as fate would have it, Warsaw finds themselves back in the state championship 50 years later. But I will tell you that Lawrence North has terrific history on their side as well. They've been a state champion, so they're back, and that's going to be a great game in the 4A matchup.
Jane Schott, Assistant Commissioner of the IHSAA in charge of girls basketball, the 50th annual IHSAA Girls Basketball State Finals at Gamebridge Fieldhouse coming up on Saturday. Jane, thank you for your time. Congratulations to everyone, and I know it will be a fantastic day on Saturday. Thanks so much for your time, Jane.
Thanks, Coach. We're looking forward to it.
Thanks for listening to The Commissioner's Corner with IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig and Coach Bob Lovell. And thank you for your continued support of the high schools in your community.
Now with the Commissioner's Corner, I'm Andrew Mile, and this is the Region Sports Network at the John A. Barrato Center in East Chicago, Indiana. We have a good one coming your way between the Griffith Panthers and the East Chicago Central Cardinals on their senior night. A while ago, we mentioned it before the festivities of it being senior night, was that these two teams are finishing the regular season against each other and then starting the postseason against one another. So you got to wonder for Coach Bellamini and Coach Marui of the two teams is how are they going to play this game tonight. They don't want to show too much of their hand against the other team, but you would also like to conclude the regular season with a victory. And for East Chicago, they're going to be the host team, and they were in 4A last year where they won their first sectional championship since 2017. They moved down one. So what's that going to mean for them? Even though East Chicago is 16-8, they have to have the toughest schedule in the entire state. They got up against La Lemire, they faced Cathedral, of course, Crown Point, Chesterton, you name it, they have played some of the best teams in this area, and they still have a winning record. And for East Chicago, they've been able to defend their home court since Ala Marui took over. They had a winning streak dating back till last year, but in their last game here at home, it was against Gary Westside for the Great Lakes Conference Championship, where they lost by just 3 points. The Cardinals had an opportunity to tie it, but a bad play, and it was a fadeaway three deep in the corner to our far side, our left, that had no chance of going in. So for the Cardinals, they're going to look to defend home court tonight. But for Griffith, this is a very well-rounded team. They have 3 different players that are averaging 10 points or more, that being the sophomore Jalen Rocket, the senior Jakari Mackey, and senior Gianni Feaster. And they just came off a 74-44 win against Bowman, as they are on a 3-game winning streak sitting at 14-8, 5-2 in their conference. That is second. Last year, this team played a really good game against East Chicago, and they lost by just 1 point, with Dominic Murphy scoring 21 of those points. And for Griffith, they had a rich history in the mid-2010s, going to state, and their last sectional championship was during that golden era of 2016 to 2017 season. So they're still looking to break a drought like East Chicago was in, but all it takes is one player to step up. But Griffith went in a different direction than East Chicago. Of course, East Chicago has Dominic Murphy, but also Yamari Wallace, Keontae Bell's had a good year. But we named those 3 players, and it's really hard for another team to defend 3 separate players. Really a pick your poison sort of ordeal when you go up against the Griffith Panthers. We're under 10 minutes until tip-off between these two teams, so we will step aside for a short break here on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
The best hands in the business. The Bricklayers Allied Craftworkers for Indiana Kentucky Apprenticeship. That's right, this is a paid apprenticeship.
I'm getting an education while learning a trade and getting paid for it.
The thing that surprised me the most about this apprenticeship program is the respect I have received after the proper time and training.
Classes start soon, so apply now. There are training centers throughout Indiana and Kentucky. We are the Bricklayers and Allied Craftworkers for Indiana Kentucky Apprenticeship. The best hands in the business.
With electrical services from Economy Electric Heating and Cooling, you can radiate the perfect amount of light and energy into your home. From rewiring and code upgrades to ceiling fans, lighting, security, and more, Economy Electric Heating and Cooling's trained electricians will make sure you can enjoy your home on full power all the time. For a free estimate on electrical work, call Economy Electric Heating and Cooling at 219-923-4441, and you can visit them on the web at 4ajobdoneright.com. That's the number 4ajobdoneright.com. Blythe's Team Sports in Valparaiso is a leader in athletics apparel and equipment sales. With in-house production including screen printing, trophies, embroidery, and more, Blythe's can help you to create the perfect look. For more information, visit them online at teamblythes.com. Blythe's Team Sports in Valparaiso, where the athletes shop.
Better Beef of Indiana. Hormone-free, locally raised, and locally processed beef. Better Beef of Indiana is located in Valpo at 2600 Beach Street, where you could buy individual cuts of beef completely raised in Hebron. From single pounds of ground beef to filet mignon, Better Beef of Indiana has it all. Visit their website at betterbeefindiana.com. Follow them on Facebook or call the owner, Kevin, directly at 219-508-5797. Better Beef of Indiana, where quality meets value.
When life keeps you busy and you can't get to the store, shop online with Strack & Van Til To Go. Our to-go service is easy to use. Register using your rewards account information, fill your virtual cart, and choose delivery or pickup. Once your order is in, our own Strack & Van Til team preps your order with care. With our to-go service, you can earn reward points and save time and money with our online coupons and weekly ad prices. Life made simple, shopping made easy. For more information or to sign up, visit shop.strackandvantil.com.
Our hero, Lantern Man, faces off against a nefarious insurance swindler.
I'll trick them into a contract and just keep raising the rates.
Luckily, they can make a call to Crow Company's Lantern Man. He's always ready to protect families from the insurance swindler.
I can easily defeat your overpriced policies. Fair prices always prevail when you call me, the Crow Company's Lantern Man. Crow Company's insurance professionals. Highland, Merrillville, and Michigan City.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
Four Seasons Mechanical proudly serves Northwest Indiana, providing quality, reasonably priced, reliable service. With a quality and comfort guarantee, the professionals at Four Seasons Mechanical offer a wide range of services in heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. Whether it's residential or commercial, Four Seasons Mechanical is there 24/7. To find out more, the website is fourseasonsmechanical.com or give them a call at 219-756-7020. Four Seasons Mechanical, your indoor air quality specialist. Flip the switch, a light turns on. Press the button, machines and instruments come to life. Touch the screen, communicate with the world. Simple tasks, guaranteed results, every second of every day. That's the power of power. And that's the power brought to you by the NECA contractors and electrical workers of Local 531.
With electrical services from Economy Electric Heating and Cooling, you can radiate the perfect amount of light and energy into your home. From rewiring and code upgrades to ceiling fans, lighting, security, and more, Economy Electric Heating and Cooling's trained electricians will make sure you can enjoy your home on full power all the time. For a free estimate on electrical work, call Economy Electric Heating and Cooling at 219-923-4441, and you can visit them on the web at 4ajobdoneright.com. That's the number 4ajobdoneright.com.
Don't forget to visit regionsports.com, Facebook/RegionSportsNation, and Instagram for this week's Powering Indiana Peak Performers, presented by NECA, IBEW, Powering Indiana of Lake County, Powering Indiana, the region's most trusted electricians. The final regular season game here for Griffith and East Chicago here on the Region Sports Network. I'm Andrew Mile, happy to have you on this Friday evening as February ends. March is tomorrow. It's a pure month of some of the most electrifying basketball you're going to find all season long. It is March Madness, not only for the college basketball race, as brackets going to be getting filled out and everyone's going to be start nitpicking stats and seeing who's going to win it, but also for here in the state of Indiana, where it means the most. As they always say, in Massachusetts, they invented it, but they perfected it here in the Hoosier State. And these two teams will open up against one another to open up postseason play. And East Chicago set the bar very high for themselves going into this season. They won a sectional championship last year, made it to a regional, fell just short. Going into this year, moving down a class, they want to get to that state championship game, something that they have not won since 2007, where Ejuan Moore was leading the club. His record falls, and Dominique Murphy wants to add a championship ring to his legacy here at East Chicago Central. Griffith has a chance to get a feel for East Chicago tonight and how they can slow down guys like Dominique Murphy and Yamari Wallace, a dynamic duo, the Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen in East Chicago Central history. But for the Panthers, we said they have three really good players, and all of them are going to come after you. They love the rim run. They love to jump the passing lanes to poke the ball away. One of the best defenses I have seen on video all season long. They're holding opposing teams to just 51 points per game. That's one of the lowest averages you're going to find in this part of the state and maybe the entire Hoosier State. We're under a minute till the national anthem and then the starting lineups for these two teams. So do not tune away. I know you've been waiting very patiently for this contest here on the Region Sports Network, as it was scheduled for 7 o'clock. It is currently 7:45 here in the Central Time Zone, where we promise the game is going to be on in just about 20 seconds. You can also go over and catch the fourth quarter of Calumet and Chesterton right now. So you can finish that game and then start this game, as it looks like it's going to be a doubleheader here on the Region Sports Network. Time for the national anthem. This is the only game in town.
When life keeps you busy and you can't get to the store, shop online with Strachan Van Til To Go. Our to-go service is easy to use. Register using your rewards account information, fill your virtual cart, and choose delivery or pickup. Once your order is in, our own Strachan Van Til team preps your order with care. With our to-go service, you can earn reward points and save time and money with our online coupons and weekly ad prices. Life made simple, shopping made easy. For more information or to sign up, visit shop.strachanvantil.com.
Our hero, Lantern Man, faces off against a nefarious insurance swindler.
I'll trick them into a contract and just keep raising the rates.
Luckily, they can make a call to Crow Company's Lantern Man. He's always ready to protect families from the insurance swindler.
I can easily defeat your overpriced policies. Fair prices always prevail when you call me, the Crow Company's Lantern Man. Crow Company's insurance professionals. Highland, Merrillville, and Michigan City.
Be sure to stay connected with all things Region Sports by supporting and following us on social media. We're always active on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, X, or Twitter, whatever you want to call it, and online at regionsports.com. Celebrating over 25 years, we're proud to still be the only game in town. Going through the starting lineup of the Griffith Panthers, they have A.J. Hatch and Colton Strezzo. Strezzo had 14 points against Bowman Academy. Jakari Mackey getting his name announced. Zamel Murray and Johnny Feaster. So that'll be the starting five for Joshua Bellamini's team, his 5th year with Griffith, the former head coach of Bishop Knoll. As you see, the lights have gone out. The anthem has started, 90s bowl style. And here come the East Chicago Central Cardinals, coincidentally also led by a number 23 in Dominic Murphy. But he never changed his number to 45 in his tenure here. Now it's time for the starting lineup of East Chicago Central. You have Jamari Pollard, junior guard. Yamari Wallace getting his name announced. Wallace, he's the unsung hero of this team, does a little bit of everything. He's averaging 11 points and 5.6 rebounds this year with 2.5 steals. Keontae Bell, he's a facilitator of this team, leading them in assists. He had a good game against Bishop Knoll where he dropped 10 points. Joseph Watkins, Jr. Greg Williams, the man in the middle for this East Chicago team, listed at 6'7", a forward, also celebrating his senior night tonight. And on Dominic Murphy Day, he gets announced as the all-time leading scorer. And as long as that record stands, that's how he'll be addressed here at East Chicago Central at the John A. Barrato Center. As Dominic Murphy is just 22 points away from becoming the first Cardinal to ever score 1,900 points in his career. Both teams on the floor getting ready for tip-off. One of the best atmospheres you're going to find here in the state, especially that East Chicago Central has had some fantastic seasons as of late. As they always say, Hoosier basketball is better when East Chicago Central is good. And Zach Miller, who's producing today, says this is his favorite gym to come to, and I have to agree. As there's the tip, and Amari Wallace punches it back to Keontae Bell. Here come the Cardinals. Possession arrow will belong to Griffith. Rick Williams over on the wing. Hands it off to Yamari Wallace. Wallace getting hot lately at 12 points against Bishop Knoll, averaging 13 points in the last 5. Bad pass by Murphy leads to a steal for Griffith. They're pushing it down the floor. They feed it down low. Williams with a good contest, but a very strong take. 2 points for Mackey to get us started. Two teams well above 500. In their farewell game of this regular season. It's been moved by Watkins. Bell tries a three from the left side, and it gets good. Bell knocks it down. Went 0 for 1 from behind the arc in the last game against Bishop Knoll. A good three-point shooter for East Chicago, and he gives them the early lead. A minute in. Feaster scoring on the last possession. Here comes the attack from Hatch on the baseline. Back out. Toss up off the back rim and no good. Out of control was Mackey. Murphy trying to go coast to coast. He gets to the rim. Dominic Murphy using those long strides to go right down the lane for his first 2 points. Hatch, nice pass over to the wing. Into the corner. A three. Good. Strezzo with a catch and shoot. And we're even out at 5. Strezzo, 22 made threes. That's 23rd. Murphy crossover. Tried to go into a jump, and they're going to call a travel on Murphy. Murphy tried to go over his defender, ran right into him, and Dave Uran, the referee, had no choice but to give Dominique Murphy his second turnover already in this game. Sometimes East Chicago can get a little loose with the basketball. And for the Griffith Panthers, as we mentioned, their defense is spectacular. Here's a strong take to the cup, and a foul is called, and Mackey's going to get to go to the line. Who's that foul on? They're going to say it's on Keontae Bell. Correction, Yamari Wallace gets the foul call. His first in the first of tonight's contest, sending Mackey to the line. His coach said he's really matured this last year in every facet of his game. He only averaged around 5.1 points last year. He's doubled that and then some, averaging 10.4 this season. He's had 13 games of 10-plus points. Mackey doing a little bit of everything for this team, and he misses both his free throws as there's a battle for a rebound between two teammates, Wallace and Watkins, and Wallace gets the board. Williams, nice pass to Murphy. Murphy with power dribble. He's getting triple team. Loses the ball. And it rolls past the half-court line and then out of bounds. 3 turnovers for Dominique Murphy. As it was a group of Griffith Panthers going down into the paint after Murphy caught it in the post. 3 turnovers on East Chicago. They got to clean it up if they want to get a win here at home to close out the regular season. Nice fake by Feaster, nowhere to go, gets into the corner. Strezzo with a long 3, and he leaves it short. Has Watkins sorted in the air to contest it. A nice closeout by the junior. Murphy with his 4th turnover. As that was a miscommunication between him and Watkins, trying to get into the corner. Here's a strong take. Hatch closed off. Feaster going down the baseline. Try to dish it off. Ball on the ground. A pile of humanity down there, and they're going to call a jump ball. And that will belong to Griffith. 5:14 to go, a 5-5 game. Andrew Mild on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town. Back and forth action in this opening quarter. Hatch going to inbound it. Finds Strezzo, hit a 3 in the corner earlier. Hand it off to Hatch. Hatch is the facilitator, leading the team in assists this year with 3.5. He had a couple of assists against Bowman Academy in their win. And there's an assist for him. Murray was wide open. And that was just elementary for Griffith. Nice and easy. Williams tried to go for a crossover, lost the ball. And count them up. That's 5 turnovers on East Chicago in this first quarter. Some of them forced by Griffith. Others not so much. And Coach Marui trying to clean that up as his team hasn't turned the ball over too many times this year. They've had some pretty clean games, but there's sometimes where they just get really loose with it. Physical play down low, and they're going to call a charge. Mackey goes right into the chest of Greg Williams. That'll be the first foul on Mackey and the first on Griffith, who currently leads by just 2 points. Last game of the regular season, and biggest man for East Chicago's taking a bump down low. It's one of the things these coaches will tell you going to this final game. You just want to escape healthy, no matter what. You don't want to see any of your main guys go down right before the postseason, or you're trying to bring home some hardware to your school. Rocket is checked in. Williams went up, lost the ball. Rebound down low, tossed up, but the shot misses. Wallace going to go to the line. And that's on Mackey. He's racked up 2 fouls in the last couple of seconds. Wallace has vastly improved on his 3-point jump shot this year. As he understands, that was the only weak part of his game this past season. They got to think that he's going to spend a lot of time at the free throw line as he prepares for college ball. He's not committed yet, but you got to think, them being 6'6" in the way that he plays the game, there's going to be some colleges interested in this senior. Shooting 57% from the line, and he goes 0 for 2. Numbers for Griffith at the moment, a bit of a risky pass. Feaster received it from Strezzo. Feaster picks up this dribble, gets it to Strezzo in the corner. Or correction, that's Visak, Nathan Visak, who just came in. Aggressive pass over there. Somehow it made it. And going to the ground is Strezzo. He lost the ball. And here come East Chicago. Bell pushing it. Nice pass to Wallace. Wallace gets to the glass and throws the basketball off of it. And we're tying at 7. Wallace on the board for the first time, and that's what Keontae Bell can do when he has an open floor. This East Chicago team loves to run. They want to make it a track meet. Visak receives the pass from Rocket. Spin move. Shot not close. Sails over the basket. Watkins soaring into the air. He's got great leaping ability. Had a ferocious dunk earlier this year. Tried to feed it down low. Pass was tipped away by Murray. Bit of a zone here by Griffith. Bell trying to go to his right into a double team. And bad pass somehow regained by Watkins. Murphy one-on-one, hits the ground, no call. Finds his Keontae Bell. Bell misses the shot, and Williams tips it in. I am surprised that there was no call down low. Two bodies hit the ground, and no charge, no block. And I think a lot of fans were thinking the same thing. Either way, East Chicago gets the lead, and a steal from Wallace. And Wallace steps out of bounds. You ran right on top of it on that far side, as we are packed like sardines in the gym tonight. Seeing a lot of red for the East Chicago fans, and then the black and gold for Griffith over to our right behind their bench. Griffith on a 3-game winning streak blew out Bowman with 4 players in double digits. The way they did it by watching the film, their defense getting out into an open floor and having great defense lead to easy transition offense. But on top of that, they were hitting their threes at the same time. Rocket crossover, goes up with the left hand, and he gets it to go. Rocket not afraid of Dominique Murphy, as that was a sophomore that just went up against one of the better defenders in the region. Dominique Murphy, known for his scoring and his blocking ability. Wallace pass got tipped away. Griffith with another steal. Turnovers racking up on East Chicago. Here's a 3 blocked. Oh, how do you like me now? Joseph Watkins coming out of nowhere and sending that into the second row behind the basket. Already saw him contest a shot earlier, almost like he's jumping on a pogo stick, the way he was able to get over there. The East Chicago team takes a lot of great pride in their defense. Strezzo trying his luck. He hit one earlier. He won't hit it that time. Murphy secures another rebound. This is Pollard trying to get himself going offensively. Swinging around the perimeter. Watkins trying to feed Williams down low. Williams calling for it. He has it. He's in a double team. Tries to get it to Wallace, and it's a deflected pass leading to a steal for Griffith. Incredible work there. And East Chicago's their turn to run the trap and poke the ball away. This time it will stay with Griffith. Only 18 points in this first quarter. Seeing both coaches send double teams and forcing opposing players to make tough decisions. So far it's been working out. Rocket scored earlier and with a good pass, but went right through the fingertips of Murray. Murray was wide open down on the block. One of those moments where you take your eye off the ball for just a split second. It goes right through the basket and behind you. 9-9, 90 seconds to go. East Chicago taking their time, waiting for Coach Marui to call the play. And they're getting into their set offense here. Wallace in the corner. Watkins with a nice move. Going to the left hand. Over to the wing. Here's a 3. Buried. Keontae Bell with 2 threes in the opening quarter. He's half the Cardinals' points on just 2 made shots. Visak, good take down the baseline. 2 easy points for Griffith to respond. Bit of a blitz there as Bell had to get rid of the ball to Watkins. Bell standing on interlocking EC at half court. Wallace over by the Cardinals logo, gets into the corner. Spin move. Pollard, nowhere to go, gets closed off. Wallace lines up a 3. Book it. It's raining threes for the Cardinals. And I don't think the Panthers brought their umbrella in this first quarter. Bell with a couple of threes. Wallace knocks one down. We talked about his improvements from behind the three-point arc this year, and a timeout for the Panthers with 32.8 seconds left in the first quarter. It's going to be a 30-second timeout, and we will stay right here. Because right now the leading scorer for the Cardinals is Keontae Bell, as he's knocked down 2 threes from the left wing. Really his hot spot. We'll see him go over there a few times, and then catch and shoot ability. But Bell also with a great pass earlier, so he's responsible for a good amount of these points for the Cardinals in this opening quarter. And for Griffith, really impressed by the way they are so physical but also controlled at the same time. Really no ill-advised fouls by the Panthers early on, but they're not afraid to go up against this East Chicago team. They're rim running, trying to get down low, and then sending the double team to force the ball in the hands of some of the star players for this East Chicago team. 30 seconds have ran out, and Griffith will inbound it on our left side. Nowhere to go, and finally the ball gets inbounded, but pokes out of Murray. Bell thought about it, got closed off, behind the back, gets to the rim. A floater will not go down. Triple team. Numbers for Griffith. They push it down the floor. Here comes the right hand. Off the back rim. No good. Ball being tipped around. And it's finally won by Watkins and the Cardinals. Watkins going up. Nice pass. Bell receives it. Bell gets the 2 points. Great transition offense by the Cardinals. And Griffith does not see the clock running out in this first quarter. What a conclusion to this opening quarter for the Cardinals, as they are leading by 6 after 1. You're watching the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Blythe's Team Sports in Valparaiso is a leader in athletics apparel and equipment sales. With in-house production including screen printing, trophies, embroidery, and more, Blythe's can help you to create the perfect look. For more information, visit them online at teamblythes.com. Blythe's Team Sports in Valparaiso, where the athletes shop.
Better Beef of Indiana. Hormone-free, locally raised, and locally processed beef. Better Beef of Indiana is located in Valpo at 2600 Beach Street, where you could buy individual cuts of beef completely raised in Hebron. From single pounds of ground beef to filet mignon, Better Beef of Indiana has it all. Visit their website at betterbeefindiana.com. Follow them on Facebook or call the owner, Kevin, directly at 219-508-5797. Better Beef of Indiana, where quality meets value.
This is the John A. Barato Center in East Chicago as we get a look at E'Twaun Moore's jersey here at this beautiful gym. E'Twaun Moore was a star player for this Cardinals team, took him to a state championship in 2007 before he became a star at Purdue, and then spent a long time in the NBA with teams such as the Magic, Pelicans, and of course the Chicago Bulls. His record falling to number 23, Dominique Murphy, as Murphy gets the pass, and a blocking call called down low. Some of the Griffith fans not happy, and I believe they called it on the floor, and they did, so no free throws for Murphy. E'Twaun Moore even devoted a lot of his own personal money to this gym and refurbishing it. See on the scoreboard on top of us where it says the E'Twaun Moore Foundation. Murphy missing the mid-range jumper. So from Moore to Murphy, both of them have the scoring record. Jump ball, and it's going to belong to Griffith. Proclaimed today Dominique Murphy Day, nearly 2 weeks after he broke the record. And Coach Marui was talking about how the impact of breaking that record has wanted middle schoolers here in the East Chicago area to play basketball. Nice pass, and that's going to lead to 2 points for Visick. Wow, that was a bullet down low, and an overplay by one of the Cardinal defenders, and it's a 4-point game. Williams into the corner. Here comes the attack, and that is a hard foul as Javon Wofford went into the air and got hit by 2 different Panthers, but they're going to say that goes on to Nathan Visak.
Javon Wofford at the line for the Cardinals.
Wofford, a 45% free throw shooter. Saw him play here at home against 21st Century Charter, where he left the game due to a leg injury. But he's been able to recover and slowly progressing his way back in, getting ready for the postseason. He did score 5 points against Bishop Knoll. First time scoring in a game since January 11th. So it's been some time, but he's back to 100% and looking to contribute to this team as they go for a state title. Ball lost down low as Murray had it. Murphy to Wallace. Wallace, right hand, and it spins in for a deuce. And the Cardinals lead by 8. Hatch trying to get to Murray, and Murray lost the ball. It's a few times now where the Panthers have been able to secure the rock. Rocket catch and shoot, and that shot is off to the right. That was almost an NBA 3. Murphy, 1-on-1, spin move. He puts him through the rinse cycle. And that's why he's one of the best in East Chicago history. In an open floor, no one's going to stop him. Visak takes a hard tumble. And a foul called on the Cardinals, but not sure on who. There was 3 there. And it's going to be on Dominic Murphy, his first, team's first. Not a shooting foul. But the Cardinals have a 10-point lead, the largest lead of the game, as Coach Maruri takes Wallace off the floor, and Reginald Brown is now out there wearing number 30. Substitution for Griffith. Strezzo for Visak. Trying to give Visak some time to sit on the bench and recuperate after he hit the hardwood. Pretty tough. Long pass, and Strezzo, who just came into the game, receives it. Wearing the purple shoes, knocked down the 3 in the first quarter. And for Griffith, they've had a hard time against this East Chicago defense. And foul. Reginald Brown just come into the game and called for his first foul. Second on the Cardinals. So we're evened out here in the second quarter on fouls, 2 apiece. Panthers gone scoreless for quite some time. And I believe we have 2 players getting into it at the moment. A little jaw-jacking. Motions of this game. It's going to be an emotional one, to being senior night for the Cardinals. Panthers want to get a win here before they have to play the Cardinals in sectionals. Griffith able to secure the 50-50 ball. Feaster on the left wing going up against Brown. Spin move, nowhere to go. Triple team. Strezzo in the corner. Nice fake. Goes up against Williams, and they're going to call a jump ball, and it's East Chicago ball. And that's something Coach Maruri has really talked about with Greg Williams. You got him to stay straight up instead of coming down. Because a few times this year we've seen Greg Williams get into foul trouble, but he's the man in the middle. You need him to stay out there to grab as many rebounds as possible, contest his shots as he just did, and Greg Williams will be credited with a block on the Strezzo layup attempt. And got another foul call. Something's going on. A double foul. So right now they're saying Feaster and Reginald Brown with a double foul. Those were the 2 that seem to be arguing on this far side of the floor. Never seen a double foul like that called before. Usually a double tech makes sense, but a double foul on the 2 players. So now we're at 3 apiece. Pollard. Williams just got the block. Nice pass down low, and Dominique Murphy spins around, and it's just him and A.J. Hatch, and that's pretty easy for the Cardinals. Great ball movement leading to 2 points for the all-time leading scorer. Hatch trying to get going. Strezzo with an open lane, a push shot, and it touches nothing but nylon on the way down. Making it a 10-point game once again. Hatch with some great defense going up against Bell. And Murphy gets the pass, finds his way into the corner. 3 ball. Pollard way too long. Williams had a for sure rebound, but it hits him in the belly and rolls out. About midway through the second quarter, and feels like a lot has happened. Cardinals leading by 10, 25-15. Seems to have substitutions coming up for Griffith at the next dead ball. Hatch been running the point. Griffith running their play. It's a long pass into the corner. Step back, Rocket from the elbow, and it goes down. Jalen Rocket. Fancy footwork. That's a sophomore averaging 10 points a game. Williams in the high post. Trying sort of a give and go. Trying to get to Watkins, but tipped away. Williams. Nice jab step blocked. Panthers rebound. What a rejection. Corner three on its way. No. Trying to lead from great defense to a transition three for Jalen Rocket, who hit a mid-range jumper. Rocket now coming up empty on 2 3-point jump attempts. Watkins, right wing. Murphy, ball through his hands. A lot of eyes on Dominique Murphy. Pick and roll play. Another rejection. And then they thought it was off the head of Bell. It's not. But Zamel Murray is having his own personal block party down low as they're going to get a look at that block. And did that hit Bell? It was hard to tell. Uran has a better viewpoint than I do from up here, and Coach Marui going to burn a timeout. And Greg Williams talking to his coach, and let's slow that down. I'm trying to see if the ball changes course. Kind of looking at it here, I don't believe that it hit Bell. The initial call was it was out on Murray after he got his second block in the last minute or so. We're really going to slow it down. Another rejection. Zach Miller, producer, nodding his head as in good call, or it did hit Bell?
Hit him in the back of his head.
Oh, hit in the back of his head. So if there was a review and this timeout, which there's not, it would be rewarded to Griffith. Frame by frame. And yeah, I believe you're right, Zach. That did get Bell in the head. I think he even touched his own head to sort of sign that he did get hit. But Uran making the call and saying that the last person it touched was Murray. Zach Miller doing a great job producing. Felt really professional being able to go frame by frame and watch that replay. Back from the timeout, Murphy in the post, mid-range jumper high arcing shot, mid-range Money Murphy, not just a nickname, it's a lifestyle for the all-time leading scorer. Under 4 minutes, Hatch lost the ball for a moment. Ball being swung around, Feaster in the corner, nowhere to go. The Panthers are going to reset with A.J. Hatch. The senior averaging 5 points a game, had 7 against Bowman. He gets the ball, didn't like where he was at, and threw the ball while he was still in the air. Almost led to another steal for East Chicago. Griffith in no hurry. They want to look for a good shot here. Long pass to Hatch in the corner. I'm seeing a lot of cross passes tonight. Hatch, Strezzo from the wing. Touches the loops, 3 points. 27-20. Transition three. Pollard can't get the friendly roll. Watkins, offensive board, swung around. Bell, can he get his third? No. Another offensive rebound. Watkins with 2 of them in this possession alone. Murphy, one-on-one. Went for the little shake and bake. Bad pass and another turnover for Murphy. Strezzo got over there after it got deflected. DeMonte Beloshi out there for Griffith. A spin and a right hook, 2 points for Feaster. 27-22. 2:25 to go. And slowly but surely, Griffith has gotten back into it. They're down by 10. Right now, it's just a 5-point game. Murphy with the head fake. Got the defender in the air. Has a man open down low. It's Watkins for 2. Cool presence from Dominique Murphy, knowing he's getting double teamed. So someone has to be open. It was Joseph Watkins standing on the block by himself and making it a 7-point game. Under 2 minutes. Hatch wrestling with the basketball. And we see the thumbs go up, signaling a jump ball. And it belongs to East Chicago. Murphy heading out. give him a little bit of a break. Close out the first half. Waiting for everyone to get reset. As Daniel Robinson, a fellow senior, is back out on the floor. 152, 7-point game. Pollard taking it up slowly. No rush for East Chicago after their leading scorer is headed off the floor. Wallace going to take it himself as that's a fadeaway mid-range jumper, and it's just off. 29-22. 90 seconds to go. Griffith wants to go on a big run to close out this first half. Visak gets into the lane and loses the ball. Here comes Wallace coming down the lane, and he goes for the reverse layup. Thought it was going to be a dunk. We got a layup and a steal momentarily for Wallace, and it's off the leg of Pelosi. Excellent defense by East Chicago. 2 points for Wallace, and they're going to set up down low. Can the Cardinals close out this first half with a double-digit lead? They led as much as 10. Watkins with a jab step, jumped into the air, lost his footing, and that's an easy travel call. Watkins putting in the effort in this first half. Grabbed a couple of offensive rebounds a couple of possessions ago, had a nice pass in transition. Still up the box score, but very quietly for East Chicago. Minute to go. Hatch, live 7-point guard, running the offense. Going to his right against Pollard. Into the corner. Visak lost it. He has to give it back to Hatch. Hatch gets the screen. Closed off by Watkins. Way to go over there after the screen. Great contest here by Robinson. Visak goes around him. Push shot and 2 points. Strong take by Visak. He has 4 points in this quarter. Watkins got called for a travel on the last possession. Wallace knocked down 3 earlier. Well behind the 3-point arc. This could be the final shot of the first half. No rush here by the Cardinals, who lead by 7. Bell, Watkins. Watkins gets inside the 3-point line, and he gets hammered. No foul call. And the Panthers trying to run it down the floor. Visak receives the pass. Robinson battling with them, and Visak has scored 4 straight points for the Panthers. Toss-up shot by Watkins at the buzzer. No. A good run by Griffith to close out the first half and makes it a 5-point game of score of 31-26. A thrilling start to this final regular season game between these two opponents. They'll be seeing themselves once again in a week. We will step aside for a break. We'll come back, break down the first half, get you ready for the second half, as this has been the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
When life keeps you busy and you can't get to the store, shop online with Strachan Van Til To Go. Our to-go service is easy to use. Register using your rewards account information, fill your virtual cart, and choose delivery or pickup. Once your order is in, our own Strachan Van Til team preps your order with care. With our to-go service, you can earn reward points and save time and money with our online coupons and weekly ad prices. Life made simple, shopping made easy. For more information or to sign up, visit shop.strachanvantil.com.
Four Seasons Mechanical proudly serves Northwest Indiana, providing quality, reasonably priced, reliable service. With a quality and comfort guarantee, the professionals at Four Seasons Mechanical offer a wide range of services in heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. Whether it's residential or commercial, Four Seasons Mechanical is there 24/7. To find out more, the website is fourseasonsmechanical.com or give them a call at 219-756-7020. Four Seasons Mechanical, your indoor air quality specialist.
Our hero, Lantern Man, faces off against a nefarious insurance swindler.
I'll trick them into a contract and just keep raising the rates.
Luckily, they can make a call to Crow Company's Lantern Man. He's always ready to protect families from the insurance swindler.
I can easily defeat your overpriced policies. Fair prices always prevail when you call me, the Crow Company's Lantern Man. Crow Company's insurance professionals. Highland, Merrillville, and Michigan City.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
Flip the switch, a light turns on. Press the button, machines and instruments come to life. Touch the screen, communicate with the world. Simple tasks, guaranteed results, every second of every day. That's the power of power. And that's the power brought to you by the NECA contractors and electrical workers of Local 531.
With 40 years of experience serving Indiana, Illinois, and Tennessee, Ennigenberg Exteriors has only had one goal in mind: to achieve excellent customer service. From commercial and residential roofing to siding, window, and door replacement, Ennigenberg Exteriors delivers 110% customer satisfaction from the first hello to the final walkthrough. Visit Ennigenberg.com for more information or give them a call at 219-365-2837. Ennigenberg Exteriors, restoring hope one project at a time.
Blythe's Team Sports in Valparaiso is a leader in athletics apparel and equipment sales. With in-house production including screen printing, trophies, embroidery, and more, Blythe's can help you to create the perfect look. For more information, visit them online at teamblythes.com. Blythe's Team Sports in Valparaiso, where the athletes shop.
Better Beef of Indiana. Hormone-free, locally raised, and locally processed beef. Better Beef of Indiana is located in Valpo at 2600 Beach Street, where you could buy individual cuts of beef completely raised in Hebron. From single pounds of ground beef to filet mignon, Better Beef of Indiana has it all. Visit their website at betterbeefindiana.com. Follow them on Facebook or call the owner, Kevin, directly at 219-508-5797. Better Beef of Indiana, where quality meets value.
When life keeps you busy and you can't get to the store, shop online with Strachan Van Til To Go. Our to-go service is easy to use. Register using your rewards account information, fill your virtual cart, and choose delivery or pickup. Once your order is in, our own Strachan Van Til team preps your order with care. With our to-go service, you can earn reward points and save time and money with our online coupons and weekly ad prices. Life made simple, shopping made easy. For more information or to sign up, visit shop.strachanvantil.com.
Our hero, Lantern Man, faces off against a nefarious insurance swindler.
I'll trick them into a contract and just keep raising the rates.
Luckily, they can make a call to Crow Company's Lantern Man. He's always ready to protect families from the insurance swindler.
I can easily defeat your overpriced policies. Fair prices always prevail when you call me, the Crow Company's Lantern Man. Crow Company's insurance professionals. Highland, Merrillville, and Michigan City.
Not only is it senior night for the boys basketball players, but also senior night for the cheerleaders here at East Chicago Central, and I would define them as a passionate group. They really get into it, and especially with the other cheerleaders at times. Griffith did not bring their cheerleaders for this game, as we have stopped at 3 minutes until halftime, as ended as Griffith trying to come out of their locker room. They're ready to go. And for East Chicago, haven't seen any signs of life from their far left corner. But as we're sitting here looking up at the video board, and we're seeing some of the stats for some of the players, as Yamari Wallace finished out that first half with 9 points. Keontae Bell had 8, and 2 for Joseph Watkins. And I was really impressed with Keontae Bell. How can you not be impressed by the play of that 5'9" senior guard, leaving that out on the floor in his final regular season game at home? He hit a couple of threes early on and almost had a third. It was close. It looked good out of the hand, and even for him, he thought it was going to go down, but no dice for Bell. But also, he's been running the point very well. When East Chicago has gotten out in transition, it's almost been a for sure bucket for the home team. That's what Coach Maruri has implemented since he's become the head coach of the East Chicago Central Cardinals. That modern-day offense of shooting threes and then set offenses, but also great defense, getting out into an open floor and playing that pickup sort of basketball mentality. For Griffith, they've been led by Visak, who has come off the bench and put in some really good efforts on the offensive side. He has 8 points. He only averages 4.4, but he was getting to the rim and attacking right to the middle of that East Chicago defense and hitting a couple of big shots, especially to close out that first half. He got his team within striking distance. Right now it's a 2-possession game. Jalen Rocket has 4 points, and Jakari Mackey with 4 points. And Rocket, a sophomore, he had one of the best takes against Dominic Murphy for any player I've ever seen go up against the senior in Murphy. As he went for the crossover, went up with the left hand, contested. Dominic Murphy, who averages a couple of blocks a game, and was able to kiss off the glass and get it to go down. And right now the Cardinals lead it by 5. And for Coach Maruri, he's got to feel that he left a lot of points out there on the floor with as many turnovers as they had. And if you're just tuning in, we had sort of a doubleheader with it being senior day here at East Chicago Central. We had a late start. Chesterton started at 6:30, so they were finished before we even tipped off here at the John A. Barrato Center. Chesterton beats Culver Academy 52-40. So Chesterton picks up the win on their home floor. Great coverage over there by the Region Sports Network. That's where you're tuning into. And Chesterton will get ready for their sectional as they made it to the championship game. Got there, was one win away from three-peating and then fell to Crown Point. And Crown Point's got to be a favorite to win their sectional, but Portage also a very tough team. And East Chicago, they're defending sectional champions. They're trying to grab their second in a row as they'll be hosting with a couple of good teams coming in with Calumet, Gary Westside, who defeated East Chicago. Their only loss here at home this year, and the Westside Cougars secured the Great Lakes Conference Championship. Bishop Knoll, who East Chicago just beat by 9, and Highland. And, of course, Griffith also in there. East Chicago and Griffith play on Tuesday to open up sectionals. If you think tonight's game is emotionally charged, wait until that one on the 4th. March Madness is right around the corner as Region Sports Network have coverage here in East Chicago and at Valpo, who's hosting their own regional in the 4A division. You're seeing the cheerleaders perform out on the floor on their senior night, their last regular season home game. Looks like the seniors are being honored. Fans hyping them up in every way that they can. This East Chicago fan base, one of the best fan bases in this part of the state. Every time we come here, we're packed in. It gets loud. It's exciting. It's what Hoosier basketball really is, and that's really what we saw in Gene Hackman in the movie Hoosiers, as Hackman passed away earlier this week. So I think after the game tonight, we might have to turn that on and watch it in its entirety, especially as it finishes out at Hinkle Fieldhouse, my alma mater, Butler University. So 3 minutes to go. The cheerleaders are wrapping it up. Griffith, they've had to wait a lot. Can we get a shot of the Griffith Panthers as they come out onto the floor? They have looked incredibly patient tonight as they had to wait for the entirety of that opening sequences of the senior night festivities for East Chicago, and that was a bit delayed with the honoree of Dominique Murphy passing Etron Moore, and then had to wait for the cheerleaders to perform. Finally, they've reached their own benches. The door has opened up for East Chicago, but not seeing any of their players at the moment, as it looks as though they have added 1 minute to the ticker. So we have about 3.5 minutes until we get ready for the second half. And you know what? We'll take a break, and we'll be right back here on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
Four Seasons Mechanical proudly serves Northwest Indiana, providing quality, reasonably priced, reliable service. With a quality and comfort guarantee, the professionals at Four Seasons Mechanical offer a wide range of services in heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. Whether it's residential or commercial, Four Seasons Mechanical is there 24/7. To find out more, the website is fourseasonsmechanical.com or give them a call at 219-756-7020. Four Seasons Mechanical, your indoor air quality specialist.
Flip the switch, a light turns on. Press the button, machines and instruments come to life. Touch the screen, communicate with the world. Simple tasks, guaranteed results, every second of every day. That's the power of power. And that's the power brought to you by the NECA contractors and electrical workers of Local 531.
With electrical services from Economy Electric Heating and Cooling, you can radiate the perfect amount of light and energy into your home. From rewiring and code upgrades to ceiling fans, lighting, security, and more, Economy Electric Heating and Cooling's trained electricians will make sure you can enjoy your home on full power all the time. For a free estimate on electrical work, call Economy Electric Heating and Cooling at 219-923-4441, and you can visit them on the web at 4ajobdoneright.com. That's the number 4, ajobdoneright.com.
Andrew Miley here on the Region Sports Network. There's the banner of the last time the Cardinals brought home a state championship back in 2007, led by Etron Moore. His record falling a couple of weeks ago to Dominique Murphy. As you get a look at the crew today, me, Andrew Mild on play-by-play, Mike Dewan on camera, doing a great job getting you a good view of the John A. Barrato Center. And, of course, Zach Miller, and that's Miller with two eyes running the computer today, and even having the instant slow-mo on a call that we had earlier on a block from Murray. And don't forget, at the conclusion of tonight's game, we'll name the Crowell Companies Lantern Man Superhero of the Game. Crowell Companies, the business professionals, the Boilermakers Local 374 Blue Collar Player of the Game, brought to you by Boilermakers Local 374. Earn while you learn with Boilermakers Local 374. And the Iron Workers 395 Play of the Game, presented by Iron Workers Local 395. Iron Workers Local 395. For more information on the apprenticeship program, check out ironworkers395.com. There's the buzzer, and we resume play in East Chicago. The Griffith Panthers with some great defense, and Visak coming off the bench, the sixth man for this Griffith team. Had some big buckets down the stretch as the Panthers had some momentum and probably were hoping that that first half could be extended just a little bit longer so they can get even closer to the Cardinals, who were leading by double digits late into the second quarter. Murray trying to get it down low. He finds Feaster. Feaster, mismatch, trying to feast, and he does. Bit of a fadeaway on Keontae Bell. That was a 5-inch difference between the two. Jump stop, shot tossed, and way long for Joseph Watkins, and rolls out of bounds. And don't look now. If the Panthers can knock it down a three right here, they will have come back from a 10-point deficit and tied the game. In that first half, that was a big problem for East Chicago, was the turnovers, and they get one coming right out. I'm talking about a turnover. There's a travel on Feaster. Bellamini, the head coach of Griffith, trying to get it down low. Looking to post up. Didn't see too many post attempts by Griffith in the first half. Murphy was able to bring in the deflective pass. Watkins, Wallace. Here's a three from Bell. Bell's shot's too long. Murphy tips it high in the air. It sails over the basket and into the waiting arms of Feaster. He was quiet in that first half, said his name a lot here in the second half. And a charge call down low. Yamari Wallace got back and got leveled by Jakari Mackey. Took his eye off of him and looked to swing it to an open Panther and hit the floor. That's the third foul on Mackey. So Mackey's going to head over to the bench. Something to keep in mind for Josh Bellamini, head coach of this Panthers team in his fifth year, coming over from Bishop Knoll. Griffith, a long time without winning a sectional title. Murphy takes it himself, and he can't get the friendly roll. Ball being tipped around, saved by the Panthers, finds it to Strezzo. Strezzo pushes it down the floor, and the shot was contested. It rolls off the basket as there was rocket down there, and a foul called, and the Panthers coaches, fans, players on the bench calling for a goaltend. Rocket called for a foul, his first. It was hard to tell if that ball was tipped by the Cardinals. But right now the Panthers pretty frustrated with the referees. Had a call earlier where a shot was blocked and they thought it deflected off the back of Bell's head. But Uran did not see it that way. Murphy, physical down low, triple team, and they do call a foul. Somebody pushed Murphy, and they're going to pin it on Feaster, his second. So that's three fouls already on Griffith to open up the third quarter. Not even 2 minutes in. Already saw Mackey head out with his third foul. He racked up a couple in the first half. East Chicago, bit of a dry spell on the offensive end. They haven't scored for quite some time. Haven't had a friendly roll. Murphy had a under 10-foot shot from down low. Williams open for a moment, creates some separation, And a steal from the Panthers. Hatch pushing it down. Here's a three from Rocket. No, a little too long. That would have tied up the game at 31. Instead, the Cardinals catch a break. Bell with a fake handoff, gets down low, and his shot is slightly off. Numbers, 2-on-1. Transition, three ball. No, tipped back. Hatch with the alley-oop pass, no good. There are lids on the basket right now, and a foul on the Cardinals as there was a second effort by Murray. It's on Bell, his first. A lot of pinpoint shots just not going down. And that missed free throw has sort of been a representation of how this third quarter has started for each team. Almost like the janitor came out and put the lids on the basket, and the ball just simply won't go down. Murray at 8 points against Bowman. He's averaging 8.6 in the last three. Getting hot at the right time. He goes 0 for 2 at the line, though. See if the Cardinals can break this dry spell right here. Murphy loses the ball as Strezzo came from the top block to poke the ball away from Murphy, and Murphy cannot hold on to the rock today. Doesn't usually turn the ball over too many times. Strezzo, air ball. Bell, the right wing, gets into the corner. Watkins didn't see anything. Reset the offense. Behind the back. Nice move by Bell. Gets it to Wallace. Bell back to Wallace. Playing a two-man game. The top of the key. 31-28. Not too much offense to really speak about. Long three from Watkins. And that was sort of a heat check. And Coach Marui not too happy or pleased with that shot selection from his junior, automatically going to his bench and looking to bring Pollard in. Feaster trying to go down low, and Wallace was able to get his fingertips on it and send it out of bounds. Here comes Pollard, and yep, he's going to yank Watkins out of the game after he shot about a 25-footer. And a timeout for the Panthers. We are going to stay right here. And what we're seeing early on, ladies and gentlemen, is a Griffith team that has made some adjustments. There was a time about midway through the first going into the second where they were struggling stopping the Cardinals' offense. The Cardinals were simply trying to go down low and dissect them from the inside out and going to Dominique Murphy or Yamari Wallace. But for Murphy, it's been sort of a sloppy game for the senior. He's turned the ball over way too many times, and he's had some shots that usually, if Dominique Murphy shoots it, you're already getting into your call that he's about to make it, but no such luck for Murphy tonight. But one of those moments where you're going to find out what he is truly made of when things simply aren't going your way. How good can you rise up from that? And the Panthers are not making it very easy on the Cardinals, and don't forget, next Tuesday on March 4th, these two teams will face off. So they're going to be watching a lot of film going into this weekend. I don't think anyone's going to be getting some time off. Wide open, down low is Feaster, and he gets 2 points, and it's a 1-point game. Wofford has a shot rejected, and another missed shot from Wofford. Ball tipped away. Feaster up and under, and the Panthers have the lead. Feaster with an electric start to the third quarter and has given the Panthers a lead. And East Chicago has had no answers for their defense. Visak against Murphy. Murphy's been sitting on the block, is up way above the three-point line. Bell had the ball and slipped. Coach Murray going to his bench. Wallace with the steal. Wallace, right hand, and that's exactly what the doctor ordered for the Cardinals. Wallace swooping in, poking the ball away one-on-one, and Wallace rises above the defender and gets two. It's a good pass, and the shot is left short by Murray. Pass to Pollard, a touchdown-looking one, and Pollard with a right-hand finger roll. Here come the Cardinals. They've gotten the momentum back. They go by 3. Struzzo dribbling with the left hand. And the moment was pinned between 2 Cardinals defenders. Long pass. Visak swings it over. Rocket. Good feed down low. Contested shot. The late foul called. And that's going to send Rocket to the line. Or correction, Murray to the line. Foul on Dominic Murphy, his second. 2:40 to go in the third quarter. You're watching the Region Sports Network, the only game in town. Andrew Mild here on the call. Happy that you're joining us on this late Friday night, almost 9 o'clock. Supposed to start at 7. We started at around 8. Where else would you rather be? Murray knocks down the first free throw. He's got one more to make it a 1-point game, and he will. The Panthers had a lead for a moment, the first time they've led in quite some time, but the Cardinals get into their fast-paced offense, were able to pull ahead, but this Griffith team not going away anytime soon. Last regular season game for both teams. How will this regular season end? Pollard in the corner. Can't knock it down. Williams, offensive rebound. And Williams cleans it up for East Chicago. Foul called. That's on Bell. For Williams, looking at the numbers, they've been trying to get him going. He scored 15 points in his last 6 games. That's only a 2.5 average after he had scored 12 against Morton, one of his better games of the year. Williams had a couple of doubles this year. Feaster, got the ball poked away. Pollard pushing it down the floor. He's going to take it himself, and why not? Feaster had the cookie ripped away, and it got poked away again. Yamari Wallace clapping right in the face of Feaster. And it's starting to get a little bumpy down there. Feaster with an excellent start to the third quarter. Had the ball ripped away, led to 2 points, and then poked away there. Hatch with a no-look bounce pass and a foul. Great pass by Hatch. Saw the floor very well, got it to Mackey, and no choice for Greg Williams but to hit Mackey on the arm and make him earn it at the line.
Mackey at the line for the Panthers.
Talked about Mackey maturing. He's been putting the work in the gym. Griffith has some really good players all around. And Mackey been really the talk of the town for the Panthers. Goes 2 for 2. 39-36. It's about 100 seconds to go. Fast-paced offense for East Chicago, trying to pick up the tempo on this Panthers team. They've had struggles in their set offense. They've scored a lot of points in transition tonight. Bell with a nice crossover. What a pass! Keontae Bell with a chef's kiss. Feeds it, and 2 points for the Cardinals. That might be your play of the game, ladies and gentlemen. Visak trying to go baseline, and it's off the foot of one of the Cardinals. Not sure which one. See that again. Cutting over was Greg Williams from the corner. Bell got to him, saw him. That's one of the best plays you're going to see from a point guard. Ball right back out of bounds after the inbound play from Griffith. 41-36, the lead for the Cardinals. And that's a bad pass. Keontae Bell, he's everywhere tonight. Pollard with a bullet pass, and Williams couldn't bring it in. Wallace trying to poke the ball away from behind. What a pass! 2 points. Transition offense for Griffith. 41-38. 46 seconds to go. Wallace, long range three, almost NBA range, and it rattles out. Griffith, they can tie it to close out the third quarter. Hatch getting the call over from his coach. 25 seconds to go. Hatch, no points tonight, has a couple assists. No shot clock, of course, in the IHSAA. Cardinals, they're ready to go. Everyone's going to get some rest before this final sequence of events in the third quarter. A screen, Hatch going down the lane. High arcing shot, and someone got him. Hatch rolls right into the legs of Uran, who made the call from behind the basket. And it's on Greg Williams, his second. Hatch hasn't been too aggressive scoring-wise tonight. But that time he saw an opening, saw the lane. And first free throw rolls down. Williams had no fouls after the first half, but he's racked up 2 in this third quarter. Otherwise, pretty clean night for Greg Williams. Sometimes gets into foul trouble. 1 for 2 goes Hatch, and Bell tried to heave a three, and he thought he got fouled. No call from any of the referees, and the third quarter comes to a close, and it looks like it's going to be a fun conclusion to this game, a 2-point game going into the fourth quarter. You're watching the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
When life keeps you busy and you can't get to the store, shop online with Strachan Van Til To Go. Our to-go service is easy to use. Register using your rewards account information, fill your virtual cart, and choose delivery or pickup. Once your order is in, our own Strachan Van Til team preps your order with care. With our to-go service, you can earn reward points and save time and money with our online coupons and weekly ad prices. Life made simple, shopping made easy. For more information or to sign up, visit shop.strachanvantil.com.
Fourth quarter from the John A. Barato Center. Andrew Mild, Mike DeWan on camera, Zach Miller producing. We're staying up late with you here on the Region Sports Network. The third quarter was won by Griffith. Straight jacket sort of defense. Bell, he's wide open. He lines it up and book it for Keontae Bell. A big three to open up the fourth. And the Cardinals lead by 5. Hatch got fouled to close out the third. Went 1 for 2 at the line. Hatch, nowhere to go. Bit of a zone here. And Hatch dished it down low. And a strong take. Feaster rises above and gets 2 points. 44-41. Wallace, he's running the point, waiting for this play to develop. Swings over to Watkins, and we're going to get a holding call down below off the ball. Bell likes the call. Bell's been very emotional tonight, and he has had an incredible game. He might be the Crowd Lantern Man superhero of the game. Foul goes on Jalen Rocket. Bell catches the inbounds pass, went to his left, and he gets fouled again. And it's the same culprit in Jalen Rocket, his third. Not an ideal start to the fourth quarter for Jalen Rocket, I would say. Dominic Murphy back out there. Coach Maruri been giving him a couple minutes to sit on the bench. And a referee looking into the crowd and saying something to a fan. And and now he's going over to the AD. What is happening here in East Chicago? We're going to see a fan get ejected. We'll have to follow that story as it goes along as we resume play after the brief stoppage. Williams gets the man into the air. Dominique Murphy catches the pass. Murphy can't make the point-blank shot. Offensive rebound, misses another one. Another attempt, no good. And finally gets hit. Dominique Murphy just grabbed about 3 or 4 rebounds on one possession. Can we go frame by frame and count how many rebounds he gets here? 1, 2, 3. 3 rebounds on one offensive possession. A lot of fouls early on the Panthers. That's already their third. And all Chicago needs to do is get to the Panthers' 5th foul, and they'd be already in the bonus. And Dominique Murphy just scored his 10th point tonight. The third Cardinal to surpass double digits, and that continues an incredible streak for Dominique Murphy. Well over 40 games straight with 10 points or more. You have to go back a long time to find the last time he didn't score 10 or more points. Tough defense by Watkins against Hatch. The Cardinals fans are loving what they're seeing. Feaster, well behind the three-point line, trying to get ahead of steam against Bell. Spin move, and here come the Cardinals. They got it away. Pass to Williams. Williams can't make the shot. And Wallace cleans it up from behind. Soaring like a bird. And toss it back into the nest. And timeout, Griffith. And here come the Cardinal faithful. We'll see that again. Feaster spun, ball got poked away, and that great defense leading to a transition offense. It was a full timeout, so we'll take a quick 30-second break here on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Four Seasons Mechanical proudly serves Northwest Indiana, providing quality, reasonably priced, reliable service. With a quality and comfort guarantee, the professionals at Four Seasons Mechanical offer a wide range of services in heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. Whether it's residential or commercial, Four Seasons Mechanical is there 24/7. To find out more, the website is fourseasonsmechanical.com or give them a call at 219-756-7020. Four Seasons Mechanical, your indoor air quality specialist.
We are back, and as we get settled back in here, let's take a quick look at the last play before we sent you into a break. So Feaster spins, ball gets stripped away, long pass, Williams receives it, goes up with the left hand, and then Wallace coming out of nowhere to go those 2 points. And Dominique Murphy, with getting that steal, leading to that bucket, are some of the best hands in the business, just like the Bricklayers, Local 4, Indiana, Kentucky. Check out BACLocal4.org to find out how you can join the oldest continuous union in North America. Williams with some great hands. Defense coming up strong for East Chicago in the fourth quarter. Bell, a crossover, go up against Murray. Here comes the double team. Feaster trying to help him out, and Feaster runs into Keontae Bell. Almost feels like there's 3 or 4 Keontae Bells out there. He's been moving the rock strong today, getting into the passing lanes. He's knocked down 3 triples. And Bell and his Cardinals trying to get one more win and snap this 3-game winning streak that the Panthers were on heading into tonight's contest. Wallace gets a screen. He had a man open. Wallace going to take it himself, and what a fancy adjustment! A jelly move by Yamari Wallace. Mackey back into the game. He has 3 fouls. Hatch at the timeline. His team down 9. Hatch tries to split the defenders. Finds Feaster. Feaster trying his luck from downtown, and you can count the trifecta for Gianni Feaster. And coach is going to make a couple of substitutions. Rocket is in. Murray heading out. 50-44. That was a massive 3 by Feaster. who's made 22 this year. That was his 23rd. Two-man game. Wallace got the screen from Murray. Bell going up against Hatch, thought about taking it. Bell into the lane, and what an adjustment. Bell just hovering in the air. That push shot goes right down. Strezzo hit a three in the first quarter, hasn't hit one since. Not too many threes attempted by Griffith. They're down by 8. They might think about heaving some. Hatch throws it right off the leg of Dominique Murphy. Wallace, Murphy, 2 points. One-man freight train for Dominique Murphy, and it's a 10-point game again. Feaster loses it. It's regained by Mackey, and Mackey just turns around and tosses it off the backboard. Not exactly as they drew it up, but still 2 points. Griffith trying to be aggressive here. They're running out of time against this Cardinals team. Wallace on the wing, standing right on the logo. It says John A. Barato Center. East Chicago slowing down the game. The clock is their friend. Williams trying to get it to Murphy, but Mackey was there to get his hand on it. Feaster spinning, and he's going to get called for a travel. Feaster saying that he got grabbed as he was going into a spin move against Watkins, and it looked like Feaster was stuck in the mud. He had nowhere to go but to take an extra step, and the referee was ready for it. Dominique Murphy, 12 points tonight for the senior on Dominique Murphy Day. Wallace to Williams after the pick and roll, and 2 points makes it a 10-point game again. Cardinals looking to win their 10th game at home in this 2024-2025 season. Reach-in attempt on Keontae Bell as Vissack went down the baseline. Vissack with a strong finish to the first half has been awfully quiet here as he re-entered the game. And Coach Maruri with a use it or lose it sort of timeout here with 3:09 to go in the fourth quarter. And it's a 30-second timeout, so we will stay right here. 3 timeouts left for East Chicago, 2 for Griffith. But Griffith already has 4 fouls on them. 1 more and East Chicago would be in the double bonus for the rest of regulation. Cardinals is just the 1 foul. They've been playing some pretty clean defense, and you saw Coach Maruri, and this is what makes this team so dangerous. We have so many seniors and upperclassmen. They made the adjustment as Griffith came out. They said, we're going to give it to Feaster. They won't expect it. He's very quiet in that first half. And after he scored a couple of buckets, East Chicago started blitzing him and realizing that his weak point has been his ball handling, as Feaster has lost the ball a few times and has a couple of turnovers on him about midway through the third into about midway here in the fourth. Coach Maruri racked up a lot of wins so far in these last 2 years, his 2 full seasons since he was named the head coach of East Chicago a few years ago, about midway through the year. And the Cardinals have flourished. The Cardinal pride, and it's certainly the red and white, has gone through the area. And East Chicago trying to be aggressive and blitz that pass, but they got the body of Strezzo. That's the 2nd foul on East Chicago. And the 3rd on Greg Williams. He's got to be careful. 2 more, and he'd have to enjoy the rest of his senior day on the bench. Vissack gets down low. Williams rejects the shot. And he goes out of bounds. It's East Chicago ball. Greg Williams, a clean block. Standing straight up, arms reaching for the sky, and sending back Vissack's shot. Colton Strezzo, the senior, to the bench. About 2.5 minutes to go. And quiet in the gym as they're looking up at the clock and see that their team's up by double digits. Wallace almost lost it. Bell lines it up. Keontae Bell leaves a shot off to the left. A misfire by the senior, trying to drain his fourth tonight. And the lost ball finds its way, and the Griffith Panthers catch a break. Hatch got into the lane. Ball escaped from him under the legs of Yamari Wallace. Mackey scooped it up like a ground ball. Went for the right-hand hook shot, and he's going to get sent to the line. 56-46. Panthers still have a chance, but they got to get some key stops and make some big shots. Nothing but net on the first free throw from Mackey. Mackey's got to the line a good amount today. He went 0 for 2 earlier, but as the game has gone on, he's been able to sink some of these free throw shots, and that's exactly what Griffith is going to need with the playoffs starting on Tuesday. I mean, how many teams have you seen that had great talent but simply could not make their free throws and fell short in a do-or-die sort of game? Rocket had a steal in his grasp, and then he kicked it about a good 30 feet into the first row behind the basket. Here comes a press from the Panthers. The Cardinals at times have struggled against the press. We've seen different teams implement it against them. Risky pass by Wallace, but Bell was able to get his hands on it. Hatch couldn't tip it away, create some havoc. Watkins had a man open. Wallace was cutting on the give and go, but Watkins didn't see him. Watkins going to his left. Almost picked up his dribble. They're going to dribble with his right. Mackey picking him up at the volleyball line. Spin move at the three-point line. Watkins with a nice pass to Murphy, and Murphy's going to throw it down! Watkins with a pirouette and a dish off. And an and 1. What a take! Jalen Rocket. Keep that name in mind. See it right here. Rocket sees the Red Sea part, gets hit, and with a bump in the basket, he has a chance for an and 1 play. He's a sophomore. A 6'1" sophomore. And could be the future of Griffith basketball. Press still being implemented by Bellamini and the Panthers. 80 seconds to go. Murphy, shake and bake. And that's a bad pass. Feaster was able to steal. Wallace steals it back. And Wallace! A one-handed tomahawk. And everyone's standing up in the Barado Center. Mackey with a post move gets 2 and says something to Keontae Bell. A 7-point game. And Coach Bellamini is getting to his team saying, where's the press at? An intentional foul. And the referee explaining to Mackey that will not be allowed for the rest of this game. Let's see this again. Wallace steals it. And look at that ferocious dunk. What did the rim ever do to him? I'll have to ask Mario Wallace after the game. Punishes the rim. 60-53, 49.6 seconds to go. And some free throws coming up for Joseph Watkins. The fans can smell it in that 10th win here in the Barado Center. Bell heading off the floor with Javon Wofford. And it looks like Coach Marui going to put in his seniors. Andres Lopez, who's mentioned in his senior night read that he lost over 100 pounds. And no one picks up Mackey. Mackey with an easy layup as he just tossed it into the basket. And a timeout by Bellamini. It's a 7-point game, so it's not over yet. We've seen wilder things happen in basketball as it's a full timeout. We'll take a 30-second break. We'll see you on the other side of this commercial break here on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
You're watching the Region Sports Network, the only game in town. Happy that you're joining us, whether you're watching us on Facebook Live or YouTube. If you're tuning in, give us a like, give us a follow, share this. Let people know that we will have coverage of sectionals at East Chicago and Valparaiso coming up on Tuesday. I'll be on the call in Valpo between the Pirates and the Vikings. That should be a good one. Resuming play here in East Chicago. Dominic Murphy to Wallace. Wallace just had a ferocious dunk and bounce past to Pollard. Murphy going with his left hand, and he elevates. No one's going to stop Dominic Murphy. 2 more points and possibly his final regular season bucket here at home. 3-pointer from the corner, and it goes down for Visak. 6-point game, 17 seconds. Pollard over the head pass to Murphy. Lopez misses the layup. Oh, man. This gym would have erupted. And one. What a strong take by Rocket. This game's not over yet. If Rocket can hit this free throw, he would cut the Cardinals' lead in half to 3 with 3.5 seconds up on the board. Jalen Rocket with some eye-popping plays tonight. And Bellamini going to use a timeout, a full timeout, and one more commercial break here on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Four Seasons Mechanical proudly serves Northwest Indiana, providing quality, reasonably priced, reliable service. With a quality and comfort guarantee, the professionals at Four Seasons Mechanical offer a wide range of services in heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. Whether it's residential or commercial, Four Seasons Mechanical is there 24/7. To find out more, the website is fourseasonsmechanical.com or give them a call at 219-756-7020. Four Seasons Mechanical, your indoor air quality specialist.
3.5 seconds to go. A 3-point game. Cardinals thought they had it wrapped up, but the Panthers are going to play until that final buzzer. Jalen Rocket just made it a 3-point game after he took it to the rim, got hit, and then hit his free throw. A old-fashioned 3-point play. And Coach Bellamini used his final timeout. Another thing you got to focus on is both teams are in the double bonus for the rest of regulation. That was the 5th foul on East Chicago in this 4th quarter. Panthers have 3 different players in double digits tonight. They need one more big play. Murphy receives inbound pass. He gets intentionally fouled by Mackey. And I believe that was Mackey's 5th foul. That was. Mackey's done. The leading scorer tonight in Jakari Mackey has just fouled out of the game. That is by no means what Griffith had drawn up coming out of the commercial break. You foul Dominic Murphy and Mackey, who had 18 points tonight. He's going to have to watch the rest of this game from the bench. First free throw goes down, and that will ice the game. 65-61. And Murphy trying to tack on one more point. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. 18 points tonight for Dominic Murphy. Here's the heave. And off the back iron. And that's all said and done. The East Chicago Central Cardinals win their 10th game at home. Their 17th of the year. And win game 1 in this series with the Griffith Panthers. They'll meet back up on Tuesday, and that will be featured again here on the Region Sports Network. What a fun game, and if Tuesday is anything like tonight, this gym is going to explode, and the roof might come up with it. We will step aside for a quick moment, come back, and hand out some awards, some thank yous, and then send you on your way to get you started on your weekend. This is the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
When life keeps you busy and you can't get to the store, shop online with Strachan Van Til To Go. Our to-go service is easy to use. Register using your rewards account information, fill your virtual cart, and choose delivery or pickup. Once your order is in, our own Strachan Van Til team preps your order with care. With our to-go service, you can earn reward points and save time and money with our online coupons and weekly ad prices. Life made simple, shopping made easy. For more information or to sign up, visit shop.strachanvantil.com.
Our hero, Lantern Man, faces off against a nefarious insurance swindler.
I'll trick them into a contract and just keep raising the rates.
Luckily, they can make a call to Crow Company's Lantern Man. He's always ready to protect families from the insurance swindler.
I can easily defeat your overpriced policies. Fair prices always prevail when you call me, the Crow Company's Lantern Man. Crow Company's insurance professionals. Highland, Merrillville, and Michigan City.
Welcome back into the Region Sports Network post-game show. Andrew Mild here. And let's hand out some awards. And the first one, the classic here on RSN, is the Crown Company's Lantern Man Superhero of the Game. Crown Companies have offices open from 9 to 7, Monday through Friday, and Saturdays till 2 in Highland, Merrillville, and Michigan City. And we're going to give the Crown Company's Lantern Man Superhero of the Game to Keontae Bell. And I know usually if you watch the East Chicago broadcast, it's usually Amari Wallace or Dominique Murphy. That's what Zach Miller said. Usually it's those two are the usual suspects tonight. We're going to give it to Bell. He shot the ball really well from behind the line. He passed the ball really well. He facilitated, made some great steals. And on top of that, his emotion was through the roof. And he was really the Energizer Bunny for this team and giving life. As the Cardinals don't really have players that beat their chest, but Bell is going to do a lot of talking for them. Next up is the Blue Collar Player of the Game, presented by Boilermakers Local 374. Learn about apprenticeship programs and more at local374.org. And we're going to hand this one out to the sophomore Jalen Rocket. He had 10 points tonight, and it seemed like whenever Griffith needed a big bucket, Jalen Rocket found his way to the cup, got hit, got to the line, and had some clutch, old-fashioned three-point plays, and Jalen Rocket is your recipient of the Boilermakers Local 374 Blue Collar Player of the Game. And finally, it's the Iron Workers 395 Play of the Game, presented by Iron Workers Local 395. And it was so nice, I got to see it twice. Let's watch this Yamari Wallace dunk. So a steal, and then Wallace comes out of nowhere. No one's going to contest him when he gets that top shelf. Throws it down, and Yamari Wallace showing some emotion there. Iron Workers Local 395. Go to ironworkers395.com to start your future as a union iron worker. Well, it's been a long night, but we still have some thank yous to give, starting off with the management at Region Sports Network, Chris Ramirez, who is the executive producer, operations manager, Rich Castillo, and, of course, with me tonight, coordinating producer, Zach Miller, and sports director and camera operator, Mike Dewan. The coaches for both sides, Griffith is Josh Bellamini, and East Chicago Central's Ala Marui. The ADs, Kelly Greer and Graylin Gordon. And, of course, the viewers on Facebook/Region Sports Nation, YouTube/Region Sports Network, regionsports.com, and the IHSAA Champions Network. I've been Andrew Mild. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. We'll be back with you on Tuesday for the opening round of sectionals. This is the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.